Hey guys, Josh here, and today, for Lazy Sundays, things like a little bit different. This is a post-commentary, it's not live com, because playing a game like this, an FPS, is incredibly hard. And as you just saw there, is my first point. Bullshit. Watch this kill cam. Bullshit. This is Titanfall 2. This is the pre-alpha test, tech test, which I'm really pleased they've done. Really nice. It wasn't on PC because they were worried about people cracking into the files and revealing campaign details, which seems a bit of bullshit, but anyway. So it's on Xbox and PS4 this weekend and next weekend. And last night I checked it out, and I have a great deal to talk about it. So Titanfall 1 was a very good game, but it didn't have a longevity that it should have. It had a very, very, very good thing, you know. The wall running at the time was the first time it had been done like that. It was excellent wall running, the way you could chain between buildings, get up high and stuff. People that got really good at that were really skillful in itself, and then it had the Titan thing on top of that, which was really good. So you got that. It didn't have a campaign, or it had some sort of campaign through multiplayer when you had people talking background, but you're too concentrated on the game to have any clue what the fuck's going on anyway, so it was stupid doing that. So that was kind of a bit of a letdown. Although sometimes these days, do games really need a campaign if they got a decent multiplayer? Overwatch is a great example of that. But anyway, second one, they're doing a campaign, so that's good. But the tech test is what I'm talking about, and it does have some issues, some quite big issues. Firstly, as you saw at the start, time to kill is way, way too quick. Like, quicker than COD. Too quick. As far as I can remember in the first one, shooting players, didn't take that long at all. I died again there, super way quick. It wasn't like overly long, but it was still, it was a fair fight if you're going to gunfight with someone. In this one, it is whoever shoots first wins, regardless, like that. See, I was behind cover then. That's just normal netcode shit anyway. My cat's decided to just jump in on this video. But yeah, so that's the first thing. Time to kill is way too high. Another thing is that Titans are also weak as crap. Like, really, really, really weak. Titans can die way too easy. And they're not very tough either. They're good against ground troops, but against other Titans, no. You might as well just be, throwing water at them. That's how weak the Titans are. Compared to the first game where Titans were strong as fuck. And they were, they were really tough and they did lots of damage as well. So a Titan fight was really fun and was a test of skill between who was the best pilot to deal the most damage, as much as possible to get the other Titan down. Now it's kind of a case of just who's lucky enough to get on the other Titan first, because it doesn't really matter because they'll be dead pretty quick, so that's kind of shitty. Another mechanic which I really don't like is in the first one you could jump on top of Titans, and I don't know if you'll see it in this gameplay or not, but you can jump on top of Titans and you could basically then shoot them, just like reveal like a fusion thing, and you could damage that and then they take damage, right? This one, it's not that at all. It's basically a system of if you manage to jump on a Titan, it then triggers an animation which is kind of, you don't have to do a thing, and basically in that animation you in one go pull out a fusion core which takes off a chunk of their health. They can't do anything about that, it requires no skill at all. You can then take that fusion core and put it in a friendly Titan to give them an overboost shield. It's a bit it's a cool mechanic, but it seems bullshit how easy it is. But if someone takes your fusion core, you kill them, you get out your Titan, pick up the fusion core and put it back, you get overshields, which you didn't have already. So that doesn't really make sense. So that's kind of bullshit, and also just how easy it is compared to the first one. The overall feel of the game's kind of shitty. The really cool kind of like the top right used to get like little in-game like video of characters talking to you and stuff, and announcements saying when your Titan was ready and stuff. That's gone. That's not in it. The really cool sort of robotic like GLaDOS type voice saying prepare for Titanfall and all that. That's gone. It's just some random South African now talking. It's just random. Like, here we go. Here's an animation. Look how easy this is. I did not have to do a thing. There's no quick time or anything. It's just, it's really shitty. Too easy. Way too easy. Way too quick. It's become COD. It's become COD. With mechs. But the mechs are pointless. Well, they're not pointless in that the mechs against humans are tough as fuck. And if a whole team of Titans goes against humans, the humans cannot do a thing and they get pushed back. Die, 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 die. Game's over. So it's really unbalanced right now as well. It sounds like a bit of a rant and I'm quite aggressive. This isn't my normal thing for Lazy Sundays. But when you do good in the Titan, it's really fun and it feels like Titanfall and it feels like an improvement. When you die so easy though, that it kind of just feels so disappointing. Hybrid Virus there is actually a friend of mine, Chana. Something reason he put on the other team. That's another thing. Matchmaking's weird. We're in a game together, and then the next game, while they were in a party, he put on the other team, and the next game, while they were in a party, he put on another game. So that's fucked up. But that's just networking stuff. That's what betas and stuff are for. That's not a major issue. That can probably be fixed. So yeah, the main thing is that it just doesn't feel like Titanfall anymore. It feels like COD, but like COD that's kind of shitty and has really unbalanced stuff, and just doesn't feel. Yeah, it just feels everything feels like a step backwards. Like like I said, the voice work seems shitty. You haven't got the top right thing. The wall running as well. Now the wall running in the first one was amazing, and it was the first game to really do wall running. After that, everyone copied them. Yeah, the wall running in the first one was really cool. You could chain between buildings to get up to really high places, and then you were up high. You could drop on people who couldn't, unless they had the skill to do that wall running. And it was a skill to learn, to get good at, and it provided, the people who were good at that were good, not because they were leveled and had the high powered shit, but because they had the skill to get up high and outmaneuver their people and run around people and get behind them and stuff like that, right? This one, the wall running is glitchy as fuck. You do it when you don't want to. If you want to climb through a window, you end up just climbing over the wall and then wall running, and you're stuck in the animation of wall running. It kind of feels like you're like tied to the wall like a rail. You can't get off it sometimes when you want to. It's then, it just feels clunky as fuck and a step backwards. It feels like it's imitating other games which have done wall running since, when this was the one which influenced them to do it. It's really weird. Really, really weird how this game has seemed to have gone backwards so much. It's just a step backwards. It really is, and it's so disappointing. I love Titanfall 1. I didn't play it enough. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, had to kill Hybrid there with my laser because he was only in a team, and it was quite funny to hear him rage. He was like, "Oh, his dick just killed with the laser," and I was like, "Yep, that was me." But yeah, I love Titanfall 1. I didn't play it enough. Again, it came out right at the end of like last gen. It came out on 360 and Xbox One. I played it on 360, and it ran decent on that. And I remember at the time saying this, like, it was an exclusive deal only for the first one, and any future ones would be on PS4 as well. And I was like, oh, cool, because I've got a PS4. I just got my PS4 at that point. I was just about to. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. And I was like, Titanfall 2 will be on PS4 as well, and it'll be really fun to play it. Next gen proper Titanfall, because I did like the first one. And when I first loaded up this beta and I was first playing, I was like, oh wow, this is Titanfall on PS4. Except it's not, because like I said, it's so many steps backwards. But at the same time, it feels the same in some ways, in that all the guns are the same. Like the assault rifle and the SMG and that just are literally the same model. So they feel kind of shitty. I got rid of the smart pistol. I know the smart pistol was OP as shit, but it was fun as shit as well, and iconic, and I think they should have kept that in but severely nerfed it because it's such an iconic weapon. So that was kind of disappointing, how it just kind of doesn't feel new. At the same time, there are some good things about it, and maybe if they can tweak the time to kill, which is the big thing right now, it's just dying way too quickly, and everything seems so weirdly balanced. Titans feel weak as shit, but you as players, you're weak as shit, and it's weird. It's really unbalanced and weird and not done. It just doesn't feel like... It just feels like they've literally taken Titanfall 1 and chucked extra shit in it, and then, it's weird. I don't know how this has happened. They had a perfect game, and they've just gone backwards. There are some improvements though, so it's not all bad. Like this bounty system, they just saw you can get bounties in multiplayer, and it tells you to kill a Titan, and then the first person to do it gets a bonus. This mode basically is you get money from kills, and you have to take the money back to like a bank, and that's how you win, by getting to like the max money or the most money in a certain amount of time. So that's kind of cool, that mode, although it's similar to other things you get, similar to things like Hardline and a mode like that. Left 4 Dead Hardline and other games have done similar things. They've changed the system. In the first one, it was kind of, there was like a big heavy Titan, I think it was called Ogre, and then there was a smaller one, and then there was a really small one who was like super light and fast, but didn't have as much damage. But the Ogre was like the tough, really slow one, but was really tough and could tank. And I can't remember much about the differences between them, other than that really. And they did have different guns, but that was about it. This one, like the Titans have their own sort of different things. Like that one's called Ruin, or was it Burn? Ruin is a character in Black Ops. Burn is a fire character. He's a fire Titan. He uses like a flame gun thing. He has his ult is like a big flame thing he sends out. He's quite fun. Iron is like the sort of typical. He uses a machine gun. He has the laser as well. I saw another one called Fusion, who was like an electric-based Titan. So they have sort of elemental-based Titans now, which is quite cool. And overall, like, there's improvements here, but there's so many steps back that it's just disappointing. Like, when I was playing it, I was getting so much more disillusioned with it as I was going on, that by the time it got to, you know, I was about to go off for the night, I was just thinking, I can't be fucked to finish this game. Because it's just not making me want to keep playing. It's really annoying. Oh god, I got smacked in the face then. But yeah, really disappointing. Hopefully it can be fixed. However, although they're calling this pre-alpha test, it's only 2 months to release. It's going to be going gold about a month before release, and so basically they can't change this game too much because they only have about a month or so to do it. Month and a half before it's going to be shipping out to retailers on disc. And there's only so much a patch can do. So it's kind of like, this basically is the final game. Apart from damage balances. So yeah, basically, if they just increase the amount of health people have, I think that's the main thing. First thing is, health needs to be increased, definitely. If you increase the health and the time it takes to kill, that will be amazing. Titans need to be buffed like hell. They need to be tougher. They need to be made stronger. So the Titans are just more challenging but fun to use. At the moment they just feel kind of like Titans kind of, you're in it for like a couple. I called my Titan down one point and another Titan come along, and while basically I was starting to kill him, he'd already pretty much killed me. Another thing is that when you're basically in that eject mode, I'm certain in the first one when like your Titan was about to explode and you had to eject and it was flash up eject. You were immobilized, you couldn't do jack shit. In this one you can carry on fighting when you're in that mode, which is really annoying basically, because it basically means that you can just kill someone who's killed you. Like you shoot a Titan, they're going to explode, and before they eject, they manage to blow up you as well, and you have to eject. And it's like, why? What's the point in that? Because now I deserve the fact that I took out you, and I've helped you. Yeah, I've helped the team by taking out this Titan. Here's me taking the core out of hybrid, which pissed him off as well. So yeah, it's kind of like there's no reward to taking out Titan if they're just gonna, while they're basically about to die, stick them with a finger up to you and go, haha, I can just kill you now. So yeah, overall impressions are not great. Time to kill's a problem. Overall quality doesn't seem as good. Voice work doesn't seem as good. Little things, weapon wise, don't seem as good. Balancing is just off as hell. Titans don't feel strong enough and fun to you because they're too weak. Also, there's only one mode currently that in the beta that actually uses actual like AI units on the ground, which is quite fun and was different, having a multiplayer match with AI units running around on the floor that were easy to kill. They were like side things to kill for little bits of points. There's only one mode that actually has that. When I was playing the main mode, which everyone seemed to be playing, was just pilot versus pilot, no Titans, which is COD then. So yeah, what they need to do is increase the time to kill, sort something out with that horrible buggy wall running mechanic, buff the Titans, and bring me back. Please give me back my smart pistol. Because that thing was amazing. It doesn't have to be as powerful, but just it was cool as hell to use it. So if you can give me sight like that, that would be good. So anyway, this has been quite a rant, and again, it's not what I normally do for Lazy Sundays, but I kind of wanted to get this off my chest because I did have reasonable hopes for this game, and it's kind of sad how it's happened. Hopefully they can fix it. I don't know, it just seems like it's too close to release now to make major changes. So I've been Commander Josh. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.